Welcome to Girl Talk with Amy, Anna, and Lisa.
Come on, girls. Yeah, you know it's our world. So tell me, where the girls at? Come on, girls.
Like many girlfriends, we get together, share what's going on with friends, family, life in general, good, bad. We're always here to support each other. When we visit each other, we spend time doing our girl talk in the comfort zone. The comfort zone is a place where we can be very vulnerable with each other, no judgments. We want to make sure we're uplifting and helping each other when we're down. However, when we're having great success, we're definitely supportive and we're cheering each other on. We are here to support all of you. We realized one day that we had to share this message with others. What we talk about in the comfort zone is something that can empower women all over the world. And we wanted to bring you into our world where we meet once a week. We hope that you enjoy our show. Please like, subscribe, and share with others. We'd love to hear back from you. Welcome to the show. How are you, pretty girl with the purple hair? Breathe, girl.
Trying. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to get on here at all today. My son is like on another one. I don't know what to do, dude. I really don't know what to do.
What exactly is going on with him?
Yes.
He's using, I think he's taking Xanax, and there may be something else going on because he's not sleeping at night. So he's really mad right now because his car that he just bought broke down like a week after he got it. And this supposedly had like a new engine in it or whatever. And so he's been without a car for like 2 weeks now. And so he's been having to either, stay home, and then when he has to go to work, he's relying on me. I'm trying to adjust my schedule the best way I can, but it doesn't always work out that way. My kids don't think that I work for a living.
Yeah.
So he texted, and he doesn't give me a schedule ahead of time. It's like normally within an hour of when he has to be to work. And so I try to do what I can to help him. And then he just, if I can't, then it's like the end of the world for him. Everything is the end of the world for him.
Right.
He's 19. So all the things that are bad is the end of the world. So he texted me and he told me he had to be to work at 2. And I said, well, if you've got to be to work at 2, you're going to have to go early because I'm recording the talk show at 2. And so, he goes to get ready. So now it's 1:40, it's 1:35, it's 1:40. And I'm like, we got to go. So he comes downstairs, or no, he's yelling at me from upstairs. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Forget it. Get your own way to work. And then that just set him off completely, to the point to like, this kid is bigger than me. I start to feel threatened by him. He's like cursing at me. I'm nothing but a effing C word, and I'm a piece of shit, and like just going off on me. I told him, I'm like, you need to get out of my house. You need to get out. And he won't go. Legally, I can't do anything. Like, I'm just done with him. I think that there needs to be some tough love, but I don't know what to do with that in that situation. Like, do I change the locks, put all of his shit on the front line? How does that even work? I don't know. But I'm at the point right now that he just needs to go, and I don't know what to do. One of my friends is a sergeant here. And I think when we're done, I'm going to give him a call and ask him, like, what do I do? Like, the worst thing I feel is like I'm kicking my own kid out, but he's messing everything up in the house, all the peace, all the, the positive energy. So I don't know. I literally had to leave right now, like run to my car, pull out of the garage as fast as I possibly could, and drive around the block, continue to drive around the block until he left. It was impossible. He's like, I'll just sit here. And like, he sat down on the couch behind me and he's like, and I'll be louder while you're recording your show. I was like, oh, okay. And then we'll have it all on video. So that'll work too. Cause then I'll have something to show. He's like, no, we'll talk about it right now. We'll talk about, how you're wrong. Cause like, I'm wrong. He's like, respect goes both ways. Oh no, honey, you're the child. I'm the mother. Yeah. I mean, he's the sweetest kid, but dude,
well,
when he gets on
right?
One, he's on one.
If
he's
using, that's why he's on one, right?
Yeah. And it sucks because, dad's not around. You disrespect me. You don't respect my schedule. You don't respect my work that I have to do to put this roof over your head. I just started giving him his financial aid. So, but I'm charging him $150 a month in rent.
Right.
And so he feels now that he pays rent that, he can do whatever he wants. Because this is his house too. Yeah, so you guys have nothing for me, nothing. It sucks. It really sucks.
You go, girl, Anna.
Go what? Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm like, do I have to file eviction on this kid or something? Like, I seriously think it's just best that he goes, that he leaves. See how it really is out there.
Have you talked to him about taking whatever he's taking?
Okay, so I don't remember exactly when it was. Maybe it was about a month ago. And I went into his room for some reason. And there were Xanax pills on the floor in a little pile. Like maybe he lifted up his pants and they fell out of the pocket or something. Mm. And I only know what Xanax looks like because when he was in high school, he was getting it from his friends in high school. And I had found it. And during that time, he was going through depression stage. And because of stuff going on with his dad, that he was hospitalized. So when he was hospitalized, they give him a blood test to see if there's anything in their bloodstream. And he tested positive for barbiturates. So that's how I found out that it was Xanax. Because I've never taken Xanax ever, So when I saw it in his room, I took a picture of it. I flushed it down the toilet. I sent it to his grandfather. And I had to pick him up from work that afternoon. And when I picked him up from work, I did ask him about it. And he freaked out. He's like, what did you do with it? I'm like, I flushed it. You don't have a prescription for that. They're not yours to take. So they're gone. And he got pissed off and he says that he takes them because of me. To deal with me.
How old is he?
19.
So he's past the age where you could actually get him the help that he needs. Mm-hmm. What needs to happen is he does need some tough love. But you need to take care of yourself first.
Yeah, of course.
Because if you can't help yourself, then you can't help him. Right. And I've personally experienced having my godson take pills, saying, you know, those same pills that you're talking about right before he turned 18, you know, and what you describing to me was exactly how he behaved. I mean, I remember one of the last times that he had been at my mom's house, how he just went off on all of us, and we're like, what did we do? And it was just like a simple question. Like, my brother asked him, hey, are you on something? You're acting different. And he just like, how dare you guys, you know, it was mind blowing. And it was very hurtful, very, very hurtful. He has since recovered. He did have like another falling out, but it wasn't as severe as the first one. So, but it really took his mother having that tough love, and really, like, literally she like packed up his stuff, and she like literally dumped it at our house, and we're like, we don't want him here if he's gonna act like this. She put everything in trash bags and brought him over, you know, when that was all happening. His dad came and picked him up, but the dad was part of the problem, you know, wasn't paying attention. So that took him off our hands, but that's when he started spiraling down. But it was a tough love from the mom that, you know, pushing him out, being on your own, that he finally saw, like, I don't want to be here. I need to do something about it. And I think if you find it within your heart to do that tough love, he will come around, you know. And the other thing is like, well, you're paying $150 in rent. It's still my house. And there's still rules and boundaries. And if you are not willing to comply with those rules and boundaries in my house, then you could take your $150 and go somewhere else where you're going to be able to do whatever you need to do.
Right. You know, his stance is, though, I'm not going anywhere. You know, that's his thing. Like, I'm not going anywhere. So he has keys to the house. He can get into the house. You know, there's nothing stopping him from coming in the door. We had a problem a couple of years ago where I don't know what he was using, but he was using something. He actually punched holes in my wall that to this day aren't fixed. They were huge holes in the wall. Broke a couple doors. So I'm just like, I don't want to. Yeah, I feel helpless. And the fact that he's an adult, so I can't even like bring him to a hospital, to a center, to.
Because he has to do it on his own, right? Because of his age, he has to be willing to do it, and you can't force him.
He did come to me a couple weeks ago.
Right?
Yeah. He came to me a couple weeks ago and he said, Mom, I need to go to the doctor. I'm feeling depressed. Well, he doesn't have insurance anymore because he hasn't signed up for insurance with his job. So I was willing to help him with that. Only I'm not going to do it on my own, by myself. This is not something, this is your responsibility. So it's not something that I can just do. Number one, HIPAA rules, laws. Nobody's going to let me sign anything up for him,
Number two, he needs to learn.
And he needs to learn. Exactly. So he's at least acknowledging that he has some sort of a problem with the depression. But I told him too, your Xanax is not going to help you with depression. Xanax is a downer, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not going to help you if you're depressed. If anything, that's going to make it worse.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got this temper, and it's when he doesn't get his own way. Like I literally almost like logged in just so you guys could see what was going on. But then I thought we will get nothing accomplished if I do this right now. And I knew he had to be to work, because when he started all his stuff, I'm like, you're not getting in my car. I've had him explode on me in my car before. Like that is terrifying because he's so close in
Right.
proximity and he's yelling and I don't know what the heck he's going to do. He's never put his hands on me, but damn, it's still threatening and I still get scared because will that happen eventually? Where he doesn't have control. Obviously, he doesn't have control over his temper. So who's to stop him from doing anything else? What's to stop him from doing anything else? Not thinking about it.
And I have to say from personal experience, from I share with you guys what I'm going through with my neighbor. And it's gotten better and it's gotten worse.
Oh, wow.
When I say it's gotten better, like his medications are somewhat under control.
Mm-hmm.
The worst part is his mother has been in denial for many years. The mom hasn't been here for a week. It's going to be a week tomorrow. So I could actually hear in the background right now that the uncle and the company that comes and makes sure he's taking his meds are here talking to him because they hadn't been able to contact him all week.
Oh gosh.
Right. So which means he hasn't been taking his meds. So if he's not taking his meds, he's going to go out of control soon. When I say it's gotten worse, I got a copy of the police report last week. And when I read his statement of why he did what he did, it's very scary. I'm fearful.
Oh my gosh.
Let's just put it this way. So this morning when I saw those people that were knocking on his door and he wouldn't open the door, I ran out there and I said, you guys have not made an effort to get him his meds. I'm about to get a restraining order because I'm the person that pressed charges against him. You guys need to do something about it because if something happens to me, you guys are also responsible.
Wow.
So with that said, Lisa, we don't know how people are going to react because there's a major chemical imbalance in themselves. And what you need to do is you need to protect yourself. It's the same analogy as like when we're on the plane and the oxygen mask comes off, you got to take care of yourself first before you can take care of your son. You got to take care of yourself and protect yourself so that you could be there for him when he's ready to say, Mom, I need help.
Right. Yeah, that was another thought that, I'm like, do I get a restraining order against this kid? Do I even have grounds to get a restraining order against him? Because if I get a restraining order against him, then he can't come back here or he'll be arrested. How easy is it right now to get a restraining order? Can you even go to court?
I was actually told yesterday because I called. I have to go to the Pomona County Courthouse, but she suggested I go on to lacourt.gov or .org and download the paperwork, fill it out, and then go through the process to do that and pay whatever fees I need to pay for that. I would suggest, and that's just my suggestion, speak to the sergeant that you said that you're going to talk to and see what are my options. Maybe all it is, you have to pack up his stuff and make sure you change all the keys, the locks in your house. Be careful when you're coming home and getting in and out of your car.
I was just going to ask you, Anna, you changed your locks or anything?
No, I haven't changed my locks because it's it would be my front door. What scares me is that he could punch a window.
Do you have an alarm?
I'm gonna get an alarm. I have a taser so that in case he gets close to me, I could taste him.
So there is, I know that many of the alarm companies, but ADT, I have ADT and I'm not advocating for them. I actually want to leave them because they're more expensive. However, I do know that they have a starter pack that includes your sensors for your windows that trigger the alarm. Just some food for thought. So, yeah.
I'll take your food.
Yeah. They're actually really recording. She'll edit that out. So, this is good.
This is great. And then, I mean, we get
That's
up
what I
early
said.
anyways, right, Amy?
Say that again.
I said we get up early anyways. We do our miracle morning. It's really close from me, so I bumped into her the other day. I turned around. Who's that girl?
I have my ear things on. I don't know how to turn them off. Like, that's why I didn't really talk to you. I just literally like bumped into her, gave her a hug real quick, and then was like, bye. Her friend was all, I guess you two know each other.
That was Kelly.
I didn't even know. I couldn't. The music's like loud in my ear. I didn't know how to turn it off.
You're open and curious.
Yes, I am very curious.
No.
Wow.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
You've been getting up at that time in the morning, 4:30 in the morning.
You're crazy.
And getting on.
No, it's amazing.
I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, we're good.
Alrighty. This was great.
Woohoo.
All right, we'll talk to you
Talking
later.
about raw.
Hey, hang in there, Lisa. If you need anything, reach out.
All right. Thank you. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye. Al.
Okay. Bye.